Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I've got me a 16 by 20 canvas and I've put a coat of white paint on it. It's just very light coat, and that is Artist Loft Flow Acrylic, and that's mixed 1:1 ratio. And I use Easy Flow by Owatrol.usa.com, and it's just like Floetrol. It's just the European version, and that way people can also see other types of brands that are similar products. And but I use, Floetrol just as equally as I do this one. And I'm using all DecoArt paints today. So I have the Americana paints, and they're all the little 2-ounce bottles. I mix up the paint 1:1 ratio in a cup. I use 1 drop of Spot On treadmill belt lubricant in each ounce of paint mixture. So if I have 4 ounces of paint mixture, which is the paint and the Floetrol, then I put 4 drops in, stir it up, and then I transfer it into my squeeze bottles, and that way I have a little bit more control. But today I want to do a little bit of a dirty pour, and then I want to do a little bit of a ribbon pour together. So I'm not real sure what I'm going to do. I just kind of always wing it and then see what happens. And I may even turn it this way to make it a tall painting. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to start with the Carousel pink. I have Carousel pink, the primary magenta, true red, white, titanium white, and lamp black. So I'm going to start with some of this in each container, and I'm going to just kind of layer, but I don't know, I just want a little bit of everything. Generally, you cannot go wrong when you use just one color or so with white and black. You get really kind of a beautiful thing going on. So we will see what happens here. Whoops, we spill it on the table. That's what happens. Let's see if I can get that up. Some pretty cells going on already. And to be totally honest, this paint sits in these squeeze bottles for weeks or months at a time. So people ask, do I shake it or whatever? Yes, you can shake it. It will not take away your cells. It might give you more cells, but you will get cells. So back to my mess here that I'm creating. I've got something pretty going on there too. So I'll put a little bit more black and white. So alright, so this will be what I make my ribbon pour from. So I'm going to just kind of leave that slanted right there. And this, I'm just going to kind of throw it on. I've got my torch here. You've already got plenty of cells, but just for the heck of it, it pops any bubbles, that kind of thing. Now if this were like a fresh cup of paint mixture where I had mixed up the colors nice and fresh, I might want to heat it and it would make more cells pop up. But with it being in squeeze bottles, they've been there a while and they've been shaken, so I'm going to get lots of small cells anyway. So I'm just going to let this kind of float around a little bit till I like a shape that I see. I can also take a straw, and I even have a bendy one. So you can do that, but you don't want to, I don't think you want to do it continuously and have the same pattern everywhere. I have a bigger straw too. So just the edges that I don't care for. Just to give it some interest. So now I have this nice big container of paint, and I want to just kind of go over it haphazardly. So it just brings up something totally different. I'm going to tilt just a little bit. So wherever the paint is the heaviest is where it's going to really move around, and where it's thinner, it's not going to move as much. So I'm going to try to get this to come over the edge here. And this can go down, and I'm going to use my finger just to take it. So I want to do something here. I like this streak, but I want to do something to kind of give it a uniqueness. So I think I'm going to do a heavy white line right through it. And then just experiment here. Again, it just breaks up that stream. I'm going to try to very gently, this area right here, I'm going to add some white in case the canvas has dried any, because if you don't have wet paint where you want to move it, it's not going to go anywhere, it's just going to sit there. So I'm just kind of blending that out. But I want to kind of take this red out. And I want to put a little bit more black in. I think I'll just follow that line. Kind of like that. So what I'm going to do here, add a little bit more black. And maybe just a pinch of hot pink. that's kind of interesting. I like that. So maybe I'll repeat it in this little corner right here. So this kind of will make it more cohesive in areas by doing this repetitively. So the white is a little bit drier here. So unless you put that white up to it, it's not going to flow. I like doing this with this effect. I really do. So I'm just going to keep going with it till I get it the way I really, really like it. I like that these little puffs of black are pretty consistent throughout the canvas, which I really care. I like that a lot. I'm hoping they won't, like the thicker parts here, I hope it won't get covered in. I hope that it'll stay kind of evident. So just keeping my fingers crossed that that will stay. But I think I'm done. It's different, but I like different, you know me. So here it is. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it long ways again. So hopefully you can see the detail. But it's kind of feminine, kind of masculine. It's kind of modern. It's kind of organic. I really like it. I like combining the dirty pour with the blowing in kind of an abstract way. So that's really kind of the cool part about it. And I see a spot where the paint is down to the canvas. I just want to make sure there's plenty of paint there. But otherwise, I like the little cells that are popping up and everything that's going on. I really like it. So there it is. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Check out all the links below the video. There's Patreon, PayPal. If you'd like to support me in any way, it would be greatly appreciated. I am finishing up my calendar order and will be placing the final bulk order probably by tomorrow. And there's the Amazon link below my video that has all the different products that I use, and my Facebook group if you want to come join there so we can connect on a better level. And just keep following and keep looking for different things. I want to keep inspiring you. So thank you so much for following me. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.